What we're talking about here is adventure dinghy cruising. So this is not novice sailor stuff, but essentially anybody can do this. You can find a sailing club, get some local advice. You don't even need a boat to go dinghy cruising.
Being out in the open, on the sea, you're often the only boat there. The ability to sail for miles and miles in lovely conditions. You're pitting yourself against the elements, but you've got great respect for the elements. There's some remote places and remote coastline that we came across was just really beautiful.
Packing the boat for a major trip, 3 or 4 day overnight sailing offshore, takes 3 or 4 hours to pack the boat, and there's a very long checklist. I think there's 120 items on the checklist. If you forget any of them, it just makes your time much more difficult. So there's a lot of preparation in this, and when the preparation's done fine, everything else flows nicely from it. First off, join a sailing club or be part of a sailing club, because the advice that you get makes all the difference. Weather's really important. When you look at the weather forecast, try and look at the weather forecast and understand several weather forecasts in a row, so you get an idea what's going on rather than just a snapshot. I like that. And then it comes down to seamanship. When you're out at sea, the time to shorten sail is the first time you think about it. I think that advice has always served me well.
Your sailing kit, your waterproofs, is absolutely essential. When you're in an open boat, your only protection from the elements is what you're wearing. So good thermals, ability to keep you dry, good waterproofs, gloves, hats, anything that's going to help you stay warm and dry during the trip. GPS or navigational instruments to tell you where you are, and sun cream and sunglasses is probably a good protection against the elements as well.
We've got paddles. Most people would expect for long distance sailing we'd have a motor or some oars, but in fact paddles serve us very well. And in fact, when we're frightened and there's a ship chasing us, we find we can paddle really fast.
It's very important to understand where you're going, the charts, the hazards you've got, and also the ports you may stop it off at, a safe haven. So if the weather turns on you, that you can actually dive into at a few hours' notice. So understanding what the limitations of the coastline and the dangers you're going to face.